my ducks, and welcome to another video with me, Rachel Undercover, and today we're going to be watching a video called 10 Things Americans Think All British People Do, and I'm going to see how many of these I think either myself do or someone I know does. So let's go.
What culture?
Would you mind?
I'm not sure if it's immediately obvious from my accent, but I am a British person. Now, there are a lot of British stereotypes out there held by American folk, and some of them are true. Look at me, I'm slightly posh, sarcastic, and I hate you. However, speaking as a native Brit, I'm here to dispel a few of the commonly held misconceptions about the great British public.
Hello.
I'm Adam from WhatCulture.com, and here are 10 things Americans think all British people do. Number 10, we drink tea. Brits are as famous for being tea sippers as they are for breaking into fits of prudish tears at the sight.
Our national drink is no longer tea, Americans. This has now been taken over by coffee. More people drink coffee in the UK than they drink tea. Personally, I drink neither, because I think they're disgusting.
Phallic sausage. And sure, tea is a common social lubricant, something to offer when people come over, but I hate tea. Most people I know don't drink it, and if anything, Brits are far more likely to ape their American cousins and develop an unhealthy addiction to coffee. Costas and Starbucks are everywhere in Britain, but dedicated tea houses, not so much. Number 9, we like...
There are loads of cafes that have got loads of different teas and things near me and have 2 different coffees. But seriously, near my local high street, there's just tea shop after tea shop after tea shop after tea shop. It's insane. To be fair, the cakes
queue. I'm British, I know how to queue, says Martin Freeman in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. This is weirdly a stereotype that says a lot more about the accuser than the accusee. Brits don't think about queuing. We don't pride ourselves on it, we don't relish the opportunity to do it, we just don't kick up a fuss about it. Maybe we're slightly more patient, maybe our spirits are broken from living in places like Milton Keynes, but it says more about everyone else's inability to wait patiently, that they think that just because we do, that we rate it as part of our national identity. Number 8, we speak like the Queen. Okay, I'm not the best person to decry this particular cultural archetype, but we ain't all posh like Madge. Sure, our Prime Minister is so posh that he once put his dick in a...
No. That's the ex-Prime Minister, by the way.
Mouth, but we don't all follow in his well-bred footsteps. Heightened RP is scarcely heard in Britain anymore amidst all the Cockneys, Geordies, Scousers, Manx, Mackhams, Brummies and Ouija's. Know what all those are? Cool, moving on. Number 7, we send all our kids to posh schools. Again, one of the problems with...
Piece of Capaldi. I went to a state school. That's what we call it. It's weird. We don't have... Well, I suppose, yeah. But, yeah, so that's effectively... That's paid for by the state. So... By state, I mean country. Not as in an area. Like a small divided up area. But no, I went to a normal school. I do know people who have gone to public school. It's weird. We call private school public school. And it's not even posh there. My friend wasn't posh at all. Literally, no.
Most of our top-ranking government officials being from the tougher end of the privilege spectrum is that it creates this perception of British parents as the cruel sort banishing their sprogs to Eton, whereas huge... Sorry. Can I just go back? What were those outfits? Oh, don't you just love parents
the
as
old
the cruel
British
sort
outfits?
banishing their sprogs to Eton, whereas huge swathes of the public go to state schools, all of which are served by headmasters and teachers who go beyond the pale to try and give kids a proper future.
Well, most of them. Until they start building these trusts where they're pretty much just ego building. My opinion.
I mean, sure, here's a picture of my school in Jersey, but again, this isn't about me, people.
No,
Number 6, we obsess over the royals. Okay, this one's harder to deny, considering that in the past few years the British public have humiliated ourselves at the royal wedding, embarrassed ourselves over the royal birth, and snivelled in deference over the Queen's Jubilee. But other than that, try to believe me when I say that most of us really don't care that much about the royals. Our newspapers are sickeningly deferential to her royal Madge and her brood of big-toothed relations.
The papers and press have to be, because they sign like a code of conduct type thing, and it basically says, you must not deface the monarchy in any way. Pretty much, that sort of thing. I don't know what it actually says. I haven't seen it, clearly. I don't run a news type thing.
A, so is the media in America, and B, the vast majority of the general public are too busy being ground down by our everyday lives to give half a crap about the rich lady in her magic house. Number 5, we live in London, or on a postcard. Here are the 2 places that people think British people live. The cosmopolitan heart of the country, London, or an English country garden in Buckinghamshire. Sorry to dispel the romance, but here is Hull, this is Slough, step right up Milton Keynes, and how are you doing Leeds. There's a lot of grey area between the extremes of the big smoke and bucks, and I emphasise the word grey. Number 4, we eat awful food. Why does everyone think we eat steak and kidney pie for breakfast, lunch and dinner? Jamie Oliver, Tom Kerridge, the Hairy Bikers,
I just say the Hairy
British
Bikers
Bake Off.
TV programme is funny. Also, British Bake Off, why did you have to leave the BBC? I love that programme, I'm sorry. It's restarting soon, so happy.
Gordon Ramsay, Heston Blumenthal.
I don't like Gordon Ramsay, but he's cool. That guy's cool. That guy right there.
Have a huge global presence as great cooks, constantly reinventing British cuisine. So go yourself, everybody. Number 3, we maintain a stiff upper lip. Apparently a lot of people think that the Brits are still living in Victorian times, that even the act of wry smiling would break our faces wide open. Truth is, lots of the British are reserved, but believe me when I say this, the Jeremy Kyle show tells a very different story, and as anyone who's walked home in any British city at midnight on a Friday can tell you, lots of the British people are the shrieking, bellowing, vomiting type. Number 2, we go to the pub all the time. Okay, look, I know I just made the last point, but go with me here. A newer British stereotype that has risen to the fore in recent years is that we're all alcoholics. To be honest, of all the things on the list, it's probably the most accurate. The drinking culture in Great Britain is a teeny bit of a problem. But, you know, it's not all centred in the pub at least. Not when you can buy 6 cans for £5 and drink them in the park. Number 1, we all have bad teeth. I'm just going to put this picture of Austin Powers here. So, yes, I've got gigantic teeth, but they're damn straight, thank you very much. It's been a popular gag across the pond that people from the UK have awful teeth. Well, turns out that not only is that not true, but according to a study published last year in the British Medical Journal conducted by equal parts British and American dentists, the UK on average has significantly higher dental hygiene than the US, with fewer stains, fewer cases of gum disease, and fewer missing teeth. Ha! Suck it, Uncle Sam.
Not missing any teeth, mate. Except for the ones that I had to have removed, but for my braces, so. But that doesn't count.
You and your false, rotting dentures. And that's our list. Did we miss any out? Tell us about it in the comments.
Did they miss any? No, I don't really think so. No. Can you think of any stereotypes? I can't. Well, I agree with quite a few of those stereotypes. Some of them. But, you know what? Us British actually love to laugh with each other about our stereotypes. We're just like, ooh, tea, time for a tea party. So if you'll get that reference. If you watch a certain other YouTuber / ex-Vine star. Oh, Vine, I miss you. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. If you have any stereotypes that you assume about British people, or your own culture for wherever you're from, or even, like, what city you're from, because there's a few stereotypes about my city, I know that. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Woo! Oh, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and ding the bell so you get notified of when I next upload, because that'll be really useful. Because I'm really irregular at uploading, you may have noticed, but yeah. Bye!